at a training center in the California mountains. The air is thin. The California mountains. The air is thin. The snow is chest high. Nearly 8,000 feet up at a training center in the California mountains. The air is thin, the snow is chest high, and the temperature is plunging. But Marines just a few kilometers away are preparing to attack, and forces on both sides must be able to battle the enemy in the unforgiving environment. The exercise is designed to train troops for the next war, one the United States believes will be against a more capable, high-tech enemy like Russia, North Korea, or China. Though
my main point is this: America will be bombed by most likely Russia, China, or North Korea.
Russia, North Korea, or China. Though whether
America will be bombed by Russia, North Korea, or China. They stole my damn script, is what I'm trying to tell you. My letter, they used it as a damn script.
like Russia, North Korea, or China. Though weather conditions on a mountain mimic the kind of frigid fight that forces could face in one of those future hotspots. After 17 years of war against the Taliban and Al-Qaeda-linked insurgents, the military is shifting its focus to better prepare for great power competition with Russia and China, and against unpredictable foes such as North Korea and Iran.
We're not making predictions here.
America's first. It's all fake news. Just like Trump said. TV bombs. TV war. America will be bombed by Russia, North Korea, or China.
U.S. forces must be able to survive and fight while countering drones, sophisticated jamming equipment, and other electronic and cyber warfare that can track them and disrupt communications and kill them. So with all of that on the table, it definitely seems as if the United States, Russia, and China are preparing for a future confrontation. Now, hopefully, none of this will happen, but they are definitely preparing. So without a doubt, we are witnessing wars and rumors of wars, as well as distress of nations. So without a doubt, we are witnessing wars and rumors of wars as
Robin likes to make predictions. He wants to make a prediction. Well, you need to repent because you're a liar.
And yes, I make predictions because when you see it's predictable, well, why not freaking make a prediction? So I'm doing another one. War will start on Saturday, the 7th of April. And
evidence of chemical weapons used in Syria. Clear. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said Tuesday that the evidence of an alleged chemical attack in Syria's Duma was clear. On April 7th, several Syrian opposition online media outlets reported, citing militants, that the Syrian army had used chlorine in the town of Duma and killed up to 70 people. This is the reason why there is now wars and rumors of wars about World War III.
bottom line is, this month, there's going to be war.
This was published on the 4th. Beforehand, legislation to be set up on April 7th. Blessed is he who waits 45 days later to the 1,335th day. It lands on May 21st, midnight, which goes into May 22nd.
But they are definitely preparing. So without a doubt, we are witnessing wars and rumors of wars, as well as distress of nations. But
this is the reason why there is now wars and rumors of wars about World War III.
This weekend on is going to be talking about the war, and they're going to put their own spin on it.
Russia, North Korea, or China. The weather forces on both sides must be able to battle the enemy in the unforgiving environment. The exercise is designed to train troops for the next war, one the United States believes will be against a more capable, high-tech enemy like Russia, North Korea, or China. Though
to do something that's meaningful on the other side. But Chairman Kim and I have a very good relationship. I wouldn't be surprised to see something work out. I really believe that as an economic power, because of its location in between, I mean, you look on a map and you see Russia, China, and right in the middle of everything is South Korea, but North Korea right smack in the middle. I really believe that North Korea can be a tremendous economic power when this is solved. Their location between Russia, China, and South Korea is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Secretary.
This is a historic moment, the dawn of a new service, dawn of a new service.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that takes grease out of your way. And by
Patrick, how about you?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Secretary.
This is a historic moment, the dawn of a new service. I'd like to thank you for your leadership and, most importantly, the resources so that we can do our job. Mr. Vice President, thank you for pushing us. You know, we've come quite a distance in a very short period of time. And then to my counterparts here, thank you for all the remarkable teamwork. We will deliver capability better, sooner, faster, so we can sustain our margin of dominance. Thank you. Our margin of dominance. Thank you. Our margin of dominance. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What
Yes.
do you want to achieve during that summit?
Well, I'd just like to see ultimately denuclearization. Denuclearization. I don't know who gave you that. That's more fake news. There's a lot of fake news out there. No, I didn't. If we would have told you during the campaign that we would create 3.3 million jobs in the short time, everybody back there, the fake news media, look at all of them. told you during the campaign that we would create 3.3 million jobs in the 3.3 million jobs in the 3.3 million jobs in the.
You're playing with fire. You're accusing me of things that I'm not guilty of. Telling me I'm this person and that person.
And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. The vision of the evening and morning, which was told, is true. The ram which you saw having 2 horns are the kings of Media and Persia. So you have 2 kings. You have the king of Media, and you have there's a king of Persia also. And they look more stout than their fellows. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons. Now this they is what they're going to play out. Both the shields and bucklers, the bows and arrows, and the hand staves and the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years. 7 full years. 7 years. 7 full years.
It definitely seems as if the United States, Russia, and China are preparing for a future confrontation. It definitely seems as if, so without a doubt, we are witnessing wars and rumors of wars, as well as distress of nations.
And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you're not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And he closed the book, and he gave it again to the minister, and sat down, and the eyes of all them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him. And he began to say unto them, This day is the Scripture fulfilled in our ears. Scripture fulfilled in your ears.
We have the most
1,
jobs
2,
available.
3. One, 2, 3. Get ready to be tempted for 40 days. First and the 5th. First day, 5th month. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many, yet they shall fall by the sword and the flame, fire from heaven, and captivity, and spoil, taking away daily sacrifice, for many days. Now when they shall fall, they shall be helped with a little bit of help, but many shall cling to them with flatteries. YouTube will still be up, just I won't be on there. And some of them of understanding shall fall to try them and to purge them, to make them wait even to the time of the end, because it is yet for an appointed time. And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor desire of women, nor regard any god, for he shall magnify himself above all. An arm shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain, yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help. And at that time shall Michael, anybody who is like God, will stand up, the great prince, which stands for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. There's going to be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, your people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep, that are sleepwalking, that are spiritually dead in the dust of the earth, shall wake. You're going to wake the hell up when you start seeing this. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they shall turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. In the third year of Donald Trump playing out the role of Donald Trump, of the king of Persia, the ram's head, which is the two kings, the king of Media and the king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, and the thing was true, but the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing and had understanding of the vision. In those days I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. And in the 24th day of that first month, and the 24th day of the first month. What month is the first month to you? As I was by the side of the great river, then I lifted up my eyes, and behold, I saw a man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded up, and his body was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his light, his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms, his feet like color to polished brass. And the voice of his words, well, they were like Michael's, because everybody wants to be like Mike in these days when it's time to stand up, because it's like the voice of a multitude. Now, Daniel alone saw the vision. Daniel alone saw the vision. For the men that were with me saw not the vision. You know, the television, the TV bombs, that a great quaking is going to fall upon them, because they're going to flee to hide themselves. Because they're going to flee from the fear of the noise and fall into a pit, a trap, a snare. Also, in the first year of Darius, the first year of the king of Media, of the seeds of the Medes, which was made king over the realm, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by the books of the number of years, wherefore the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet that he would accomplish 70 years, 70 full years in the desolation of Jerusalem. And then this is where he's praying to God, the entire chapter, all the way down, because God is the one that's making it desolate. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. The entire chapter is Daniel praying to God. And he informed me and talked with me and said, Daniel, I am now come forth to give you skill and understanding. At the beginning of your supplications, the commandment came forth, and I am come to show you, for you are greatly beloved, therefore understand the matter and consider the vision. 70 weeks are determined upon your people and upon your holy mountain, your holy city, to finish transgressions, and to make an end of sins, and to make reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Now therefore, and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore, to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. And the street shall be built again, and the wall, that trump wall, the trump wall script, compassing the camp of the saints wall, the screen wall, whatever you want to call it, okay? The screen, the sky, the army, surrounding, whatever you want to call it, you can call it.
Trafficking, and we have to stop all of those things that a strong wall will stop. I could call it a barrier, but I think I don't have to do that so much anymore. We'll call it whatever we want. But the point is that we have to have a stoppage. Billions and billions of dollars of illicit things are pouring through our border. I could call it a barrier, but I think I don't have to do that so much anymore. We'll call it whatever we want, call it whatever we want, but we'll call it whatever we want. If you're going to have drugs pouring across the border, if you're going to have human traffickers pouring across the border in areas where we have no protection, in areas where we don't have a barrier, that very hard to make America great again. Border in areas where we have no protection, in areas where we don't have a barrier. Border in areas where we have no protection, in areas where we don't have a barrier. The point is that we have to have a stoppage.
Margin of dominance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe John Bolton, you've been very much involved, and I know how you feel about it.
Well, this is a visionary project, Mr. President. Your leadership, the Vice President, really everybody on the space.
Thank you very much.
Faster so we can sustain our margin of dominance. Faster so we
Something for the next year or two, or even the next 6 years. This is on into this century. Leadership, the Vice President, really everybody.
How you feel about it?
Well, this is a vision.
How you feel about it?
Mr. President.
How you feel about it?
Well, this is a Mr. President, your leader.
And in those days, here it is. Those times there shall many stand up against the king of the south. Also the robbers of your people shall exalt themselves to establish the vision, but they shall fall. Then shall stand up in his estate a raiser of taxes. Shall stand up in his state. This is the Obama script, but the reality it's the king of media. The glory of the kingdom, but within few days, not years, literal days, he shall be destroyed, neither in anger nor in battle. So must mean in love being destroyed, because it's neither in anger nor in battle. So within a few days, once Trump is raptured up out of here, looks like right around May 18th. I'm going to go with that date there. I'm going to go with May 18th. It's Saturday. Pray your flight's not in the winter or on the Sabbath, the winter where it's inactivity and decay. So I'm going to go with that date there, and then just give it a few days and see what happens after that. See what happens after a few days.
I can't tell you exactly about timing, but the date is not a magical date happening. I think in the end, we have a lot more under negotiation right now. We're working with the Army Corps of Engineers. They're fantastic. And a lot of great things are happening. I think in the end, we're going to be very successful with the lawsuit.
Well, I'm going to let you tell that to the judge while you're being sued. Okay, because I already know it is a CIA psyop, and Robin is connected to the CIA. All right, he's some type of informant or snitch or FBI related. Okay, because I already know it is a CIA psyop, and Robin is connected to the CIA. All right, he's some type of informant or snitch or FBI related. Oh my God! You know, I'm tired of hearing.
Your Honor, Stephen James Deshawn's CIA allegations has put my life in danger, and now I have to live in fear. If I was scared. Stephen's accusations need to be proved, and we all know that it's impossible to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. Therefore, Your Honor, I demand mistrial and for all charges to be dropped on me, Rabin Henry Tees, and I won't press charges on Stephen for defecating on my character or reckless endangerment. Furthermore, I demand to be reimbursed for losing a day's pay from being forced to show up here in the...
You got a lot of people running, but only one person's going to win. I hope you know who that person is. Goodbye, everybody. But only one person's going to win.
Robbing, not a robbing, nothing. Bobbing, not a bobbing, not bobbing, not a bobbing, not bobbing, bobbing, not a bobbing.
What?
Bobbing, not. Things are actually getting to the point where it's fairly predictable. We're not making predictions here. Robin likes to make predictions. He wants to.
You got a lot of people running, but only one person's going to win. You got a lot of people running, but only one person's going to win. I hope you know who that person is. Goodbye, everybody.
And both these kings' hearts shall be to do mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table. But it shall not prosper, for yet the end shall be at the appointed time. Then shall he return to his own land with great riches, after the daily sacrifice is taken away. And his heart shall be against, the money, the holy covenant, the beast system, and he shall do exploits and return to his own land. At the time appointed he shall return and come toward the south, but it shall not be as the former or the latter. For the ships of Shittim shall come against him, therefore he shall be grieved and return and have indignation against the holy covenant. So shall he do, he shall even return and have intelligence with them that forsake the holy covenant. An arm shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that makes it desolate. Such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries, but the people that do know their God shall be strong. And he shall come to his end, and none shall help.